What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm here to bring you part 2 of my F1 2017 career mode. So let's get straight into the race. Here we are on the grid in 11th place, revving up to 5 red lights with the side teammate car signed in 12th. Lights out and away we go. And we are hoping to obviously get into the points. We straight away attack Magnussen, and then there's slight contact Magnussen. We brake, we take it easy, and we actually had it. And now Sainz actually goes up or inside. We brake to avoid Hulkenberg, and Sainz goes around the outside, but we stick it up the inside, and we are able to manage to stay in 11th place, where we qualified. Now we are going to dive up the inside of 3 cars: Hulkenberg, Perez, and Magnussen. Perez out traction us, but we have made a double overtake to move ourselves up into 9th place, ahead of Hulkenberg and Magnussen. Yellow flags come out, then green flags come out, and we then decide to go up the inside of Sergio Perez. He's going to stay on it. He stays on the outside, and then coming through here straight, he outpowers us with the Mercedes power unit, and then coming up to and then going through the chicane, we go up the inside once again, and then we are left on the outside, which means we can get on power earlier, which means we move up into 8th place. Next up on our hit list is Esteban Ocon. He's in the Force India, same as Perez, and we've overtaken one of us. Hopefully we can catch and overtake Ocon as well, but we'll have to wait and see, as now we move on to the end of lap 3, come through the final corner. The safety car comes out. I'm not entirely sure why, but at this point Sainz came into the pit, and I was thinking, okay, I'll pit under the safety car on the next lap, but then the safety car was coming in, so I decided to stick out an extra lap. And now at the restart you can see we lose masses of time to Ocon and Verstappen. Unfortunately I believe it's Verstappen leading anyway, but at this point I was thinking, I was thinking, okay, we'll pit at the end of this lap 6, to sort of cover ourselves. But I was thinking actually quite a lot of drivers are pit, and then now as we come into the pits, we follow Verstappen and Ocon, which means Perez has to go around for an extra lap instead of stacking. And this is the point this is where I need to improve on as well, because I hit the brakes when we were already in the green before turning the pit lane turn, which is a mistake by me. But now we're coming down the pit lane, and Magnussen's also followed us in, and we pull into our pit box, and we get a 2.884 second pit stop. However, we are held for Verstappen and Ocon, which isn't really what we wanted. However, that happened, and we can't change that now. And it looks like we're going to join in 15th place. But Stroll, it comes around outside, then into the first corner, he sort of loses the backing, corrects it, and then we got the inside and understeer into the path. And luckily, no contact was made, so we were able to just stay clean. And we're still behind Ocon. We were quite close before the restart, so hopefully on these tyres, fresh tyres, we're both on fresh tyres, hopefully we can have the pace over him, to catch up to him and overtake him. But we'll have to wait and see as we lock up, and then Stroll tries to go up the inside, but we're not going to let that happen. But at this point I was thinking we missed a trick, because we didn't pit under safety car, whereas most people ahead of us, apart from I think one car, which is Perez, didn't. So I think we've really missed a trick there, unfortunately, which isn't really what we wanted. But now coming on to lap 12, Perez is now behind us, and we're up into 14th. Ericsson is ahead, and now we dive up the inside from really far back, too far back in my opinion. So so he gets back past us, we go deep, and then we breeze past him up the inside, and Ocon overtook him as well, but we're still running in 13th place, and there's 2 laps to go. So we really did miss a trick in terms of pit stops, because Sainz ahead of us right now, and he pitted under the safety car, and pretty much everyone in front of us pitted under the safety car apart from Ocon and Verstappen, which really pains me a bit. And to come around to the final lap, we come around the final corner in 13th place to finish in a disappointing 13th. I'm disappointed with that, but hopefully we can come back in the next race to do better. Unfortunately, it's in Bahrain where the AI seems to be OP. Now looking at the race results, Sebastian Vettel won the second race of the season, his second race win of the season. Lewis Hamilton finished in second, and Fernando Alonso pulled a masterstroke after starting 15th on the grid to finish in 3rd in a McLaren Honda. A McLaren Honda on the podium, I still can't get over the fact that has actually happened, but it has. Daniel Ricciardo finished in 4th ahead of Raikkonen. My teammate Carlos Sainz finished in 6th. Valtteri Bottas qualified on pole and finished in 7th. He finished in 7th last race and finished in 7th this race. I don't know what the problem was with this race, but he still finished in 7th anyway. Grosjean 8th with Julian Palmer in 9th, and Max Verstappen rounds out the top 10. You see, I finished in 13th, and the driver that didn't finish the race was Nico Hülkenberg. Looking on to the driver standings, Sebastian Vettel continues to lead, I think that's 37 points ahead of Sergio Perez, who surprisingly is still in 2nd, but he is tied on points with Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen moves down to 4th, tied on points with Romain Grosjean, I believe, and Fernando Alonso jumps up to 6th place after his 3rd place finish in this race. Ricciardo moves up to 7th, Valtteri Bottas moves down to 8th after finishing 7th in 2 races. Raikkonen is in 9th with Hülkenberg in 10th. My teammate Carlos Sainz is in 11th, he's tied on points with Raikkonen and Hülkenberg. Esteban Ocon is 4 points ahead of me in 12th, as obviously I'm in 13th. Julian Palmer is behind us by 1 point, I believe that is. So we need to try and improve to finish ahead of Sainz, because obviously we're being compared to him and we want to beat him. Looking at the construction standings, Ferrari lead the way ahead of Mercedes, Red Bull in 3rd. The team that was leading Force India now dropped down to 4th, with Haas in 5th. McLaren jump up to 6th, 1 point ahead of ourselves. So we're also in 7th with 14 points, and Renault are in 8th, 1 point behind. The teams yet Scott still are Williams and Sauber. Look at the resource points, we get an extra 89 to take our total up to 409 resource points. Obviously I'm just going to, and now look at the rivalry actually. Sainz beat us in this race, but we were actually faster, as you can see, so we're still beating Sainz by 2 points in the rivalry challenge. And obviously we didn't do that well in the team approval, but all teams have gone down apart from Sauber. Career score, which I'm not really care about. Going into the laptop, you'll see the upgrades, we've got an aerodynamic upgrade and a gearbox upgrade coming from the next race. Obviously I'm focusing on durability now for the gearbox, because gearbox is crucial and we need durability for that, so I'm doing that first. Then after that I will go on to more other upgrades. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. So if you did enjoy it, please get a big like, comment down below what you thought, subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 content. You can follow me on Twitter at shadow82. As always, there is a link down in the description, and I will see you next time.